Okay guys, Axel is up in his crib, entertained by a bunch of toys. I'm gonna keep talking until he gets tired of being up there. Okay, so recently my husband and I found out that we were expecting again. We have a 6-month-old baby. His name is Axel. He is in there. I had been breastfeeding him for, I think it was 4 months, like throughout my maternity leave. I tried to go back to work and continue to pump, but I just felt like there was a lot of germs and it was very hard to control. But we didn't have like a designated place to pump at work. I know that you could go to the NICU, but I mean, I work at the ICU, I'm a registered nurse. It's kind of hard to leave your patients for that long to go pump. So I would do it in the lockers, and as soon as I went back to work, Axel got sick with like a common cold, which is to be expected, but I just got a little scared, or just not, I just didn't feel comfortable pumping and taking all my gadgets over there and then bringing them over here. As clean as I tried to be, I still felt like it was gross, so I just stopped doing it overall. He was around 4 months, so my doctor didn't recommend me to get on birth control while breastfeeding, so I wasn't on birth control the 4 months. And then so March he turned 5 months. March I got my first period, and I didn't track it or anything because before Axel I was pretty irregular with my periods. So then came April and I didn't get my period. And we weren't worried about it just because I am super irregular. But what made me take the pregnancy test is that I woke up maybe like 3 mornings in a row with the feeling of having to throw up. I was super dizzy, I was super tired. So I had an extra pregnancy test here laying from when I got pregnant with Axel. So I took the test, not thinking much about it. I took it without even telling my husband, and he was taking care of Axel in the other room. So I went in the room and I was like, hey, I took the pregnancy test, and he was just like, yeah, whatever. We started talking about something else, and I looked down and it said, it was the digital one, so it said pregnant and then had a little plus sign. I literally did not even know, so I was like, hey, I'm pregnant, and he was like, no, there's no way. And my husband has always wanted to have a huge family, so automatically super excited, but I'm the one that obviously it's a lot of work. Axel is a lot of work, so I freaked out for like a minute. So he was trying to calm me down, and he was like, no, like last time you did the digital one, like it didn't turn on, like let me go get another test, like let me see, like let's be sure. And I was just like, bro, like who are you trying to fool? Like I'm pregnant. So he went for another test and I took it right away. It was the one with the lines. 2 lines came out, super pregnant. We called my doctor, and so I was super early on because I had my period in March, so it must have been like, I don't know, maybe I was 4 weeks pregnant. So the doctor told me that until around 8 weeks, 9 weeks, you're able to see something on the sonogram. So he gave me my appointment for May 11th, so that was yesterday. We went to our doctor's appointment. Ismail couldn't come in with me just because of the whole pandemic. I'm thinking that they're trying to avoid so many people in the offices. So I went in there, and my nurse practitioner was the one that attended me, and so we're just doing normal conversation. She's like, how do you feel? Like, and I was telling her that I felt this pregnancy was super different. I was super tired. No amount of sleep seemed to make me feel better. I didn't have an appetite, and when I would eat, it would make my stomach hurt. So she was like, "Oh, that's that maybe that you just may have a girl, like just because you have like such different symptoms than when I was having Axel." So I was like, "Yeah." So she started to do the sonogram, and she found the heart flicker right away. So I was like, "Oh, the heart!" Super excited, distracted. And so she was talking, and she stops talking, and she just starts staring at me instead of at the monitor. So I was kind of like, what's wrong? So then I kind of leaned in forward to look at the monitor, and it took me like a second, but there was a second flicker right underneath the top flicker, and I was like, is there two? She didn't answer me. I was like, am I having twins? Like, what? And she was like, I didn't want to say anything, Ms. Rodriguez, but she's like, I think you're having twins. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I called my husband right away on FaceTime. He was in the parking lot, and I was like, hey, like, they think that I'm having twins. And I was like, the nurse practitioner just went to go get the doctor. Like, and he was like, you're lying. I was like, why? Like, why would I just call you and make that up? And so they let me FaceTime him while they did the sonogram, and the doctor was like, for sure, like, you're having twins. He's like, congratulations. And oh my goodness, like, if I've ever been shocked in my life, like, I don't think I knew what to say for like the first 10 minutes of like realizing that I was gonna have twins. So yeah, my husband was ecstatic. We called our family all together through video chat, like my in-laws, my parents, and they were able to give us a picture of the sonogram. And we were trying to show them, like, we just put the picture on camera and we're like, look, there's the one there, there's another one there. And they were like, what? I was like, yep, we're having twins. And I was like, if my parents didn't think I was wild already, like, just add to the picture that we're having twins. So everyone's super excited. We're super excited. I am a little scared, but I know that we have a lot of support from our family, and it's just wild. I have no idea how I'm gonna manage to have 3 kids under 2. Axel himself is a handful. I can only imagine if the twins are exactly like him. Right, puppy? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Hi, Papa. So we found out that I am 9 weeks. I had a C-section with Axel, so let me just get him. I had a C-section with Axel, so the nurse practitioner told me that for sure we'll have a C-section with the twins. My due date is looking like it'll be December 8th, so we'll have 2 winter babies. I don't even know what to say. Like, it is so shocking. With Axel, I wanted to document everything because he was my first, like, pregnancy, my first newborn, my first delivery, everything. So I wanted to have something to go back on and, like, just memories for myself. And also, I love looking at YouTube blogs. I feel like they're so helpful. They make you feel like you can do it, you know, and if other people have gone through it, you can do it. So I told my husband that having twins to me feels like a once-in-a-lifetime situation. We were totally not expecting it whatsoever. So I'm super excited, so I told him that I'm just gonna suck it up, because most of the times that I wanted to film these videos with Axel, I just chickened out because I'm just such an awkward person. I was like, no way anyone wants to see my nonsense videos. But I find them so helpful, and hopefully if there's other mommies that had twins or are expecting twins, they can give me some advice, or I can show them something, like whatever I learn I can post, and maybe they'll get something out of it. So far the doctor did tell me that I'm considered a high-risk pregnancy just because I'm having twins. So I just need to be a little bit more careful. They told me to try to avoid carrying Axel so much, which is very hard because he's 6 months. He is fully dependent on me. So so far I don't feel like, the nurse practitioner told me that for having a twin pregnancy, I haven't had crazy symptoms, you know. The only thing is that I'm super tired. I'll take multiple naps with Axel, and I just don't have an appetite, so I just force myself to eat. But so far that's been about it. They just told me to take it easy at work, and just take it easy overall. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see where this process takes us, and I'm super excited to share this with other people, and hopefully I'll have all of these videos uploaded in YouTube, so then later on when I want to reflect on how happy I feel right now, because I'm sure when the twins come I'm probably gonna want to rip my hair out, or not. Maybe they'll be super good babies. But Axel is super hyper. He doesn't nap much and he doesn't sleep through the night yet. I know all babies are different, but he is, I love him though so much. Say hi, puppy. Axel. 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 He just woke up from a nap, so his hair is a little shaggy. Axel. Oh, he's super into this toy. Not about this video. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and if you guys have any questions, any suggestions, you guys know anyone that had twins, tell them to shoot me up some advice, because we're super excited but kind of scared, and we'll just see how this goes. Bye guys.